going on? Hey, Black Americans, Ravon Williams, Senior Vice President of Marketing and Communications, coming to you live from Washington, D.C. We are here. You hear a lot of festivities going on in the background because this is where policy and power come together. We're here to host our watch party, if you will, for the debate this evening between Vice President Kamala Harris and former President Donald Trump. And we have a gathering of individuals all across the country who have made their way into D.C. for CBC. We have an exciting opportunity, and we want to hear more from you throughout the course of this night. Listen, we're not just talking about this on the sideline, we're actively a part of this solution. We have coalition members, we have labor union members, we have partners from all across the country who have made their way not just here to watch the debate, but to talk about the policies that impact our community the most. And so throughout the course of the night, we're doing a little bit of watch party beforehand. We're going to be watching. There are people, about 60, 70 people sitting right around me as we speak right now, talking around the significance of this moment. If Vice President Harris and President Trump begin their debate, joining me now is the President and CEO of the NAACP, Mr. President Derek Johnson. Join me, sir. Talk to me a little bit about what we're here. Now, see, watch this. I got to keep him straight. The brand is important to me, y'all. The brand is important to me.
Thank you, Ravon, and someone needs to keep us straight. Listen, it is important for us to focus on policy, not people, not parties, not personalities, but the public policy that's going to impact the quality of our life. And the reason why we're doing this watch party is so we can hear the substance of what the candidates are talking about and not the performance. You know, oftentimes we get caught into the antics and performance, and we may feel good, but that feeling will go away when the policies turn out not to be what they should be. I believe in this moment it gives us a clear opportunity to hear what's at stake. You know, when you have individuals who have a proposal that's 900 pages long called Project 2025, it tells you what they're trying to do. What they're trying to do is create a 1930s America that looks more like apartheid, taking away the rights of my community, of me, your children, your community, in order for them to maintain a level of white supremacy that we can never go back to. We should be listening for the policies that take us to 2030, not 1930, that's more inclusive, that expand our opportunities, that prepare our young people for a future so they can be contributors, that cement this democracy, that cover the needs of our elderly. The health of any society measures on three things, in my opinion: how well we prepare our young people, do we care for our elderly in their lean years, and do we protect the rights of the disadvantaged, however we categorize individuals as disadvantaged. That's the health of a society. And so the public policies that are advanced tonight should fit those criteria. Are we building an inclusive society that represents what America is, not what America used to be? So listen closely. It's about public policy, not people. And for the NAACP, get engaged. We need to turn out to vote once we hear from the public policy perspective. Then we got to turn out the people to get the outcome we deserve as a community. Peace and power.
Thank you so much. Listen, we're speaking to the significance of this moment on behalf of our community. Even as we're speaking right now, we're not just watching, but your NAACP is working actively. We have mobilized Black voters from all across the country to mobilize infrequent voters even in this moment. And so we're not just stopping here in September, but throughout the course of the next few months, you're going to see active mobilization from the NAACP, and we want you to be engaged across all social media platforms and visit us at naacp.org. Come to me next. Come join me up here. Oh, you got it straight? Is it on? Is it live? I think you're live now. Here we go. Tell the people who you are, man.
My name is Eric Myers, belong to the DC channel.
Okay, excellent.
Outstanding. Originally from Texas. Good to see you guys.
So tell me what's important to you this evening. I mean, we're going to hear both of our candidates speaking from a multitude of different facets. What policies or what issues are very important to you as we get ready for the upcoming election?
Well, you know, something that's important to me, I'm not sure how old you are, but on Twitter is young.
Oh, he's been kind. He's been very kind. Say that again with me.
But I'm in that generation where we also have to help take care of parents.
There you go.
Parents are getting older. So healthcare is doing something different. When you're dealing with that changing demographic, where Medicaid and Medicare and dovetailings are not sure exactly what hospitals you can afford, especially when parents come from rural areas, what kind of support, what level of healthcare they can get. So I'm hoping healthcare is going to be addressed in the space where powerful young people are taking care of their parents authority. That's a big thing. And then also the aspect of healthcare when it comes to black men when it comes to mental health. Something that is not talked about a lot, and I believe it is something that I would want to see our national leaders take a lead on, especially from the conversations from the point. It would be beautiful to hear something that you said on that stage tonight that address healthcare from that aspect.
I'm glad that you said it. We've got to start saying the quiet parts loud. And mental health is something that we know that has been impacting our community. In many cases, we've been put in the posture where we're not allowed to talk about those things, not address those things. And we know that it's drastically impacting our community in a way that needs to be addressed. We're only beginning to scratch the surface, I think. Going back to what you mentioned from the healthcare standpoint. Mental health is a part of healthcare as much as anything else. So we need to see effective legislation that sort of reasonable policy that sort of address those things that are subject to our community as well.
And the president has. Absolutely. The president currently has, and the vice president has, right beside him, and leading the particular charge, giving us conversations with the healthcare needs of black communities, black mothers who are dying at higher rates than any other demographic. So these are conversations that are really life-threatening. Especially tonight, I'm thinking about it for black veterans and children through the mental health situations. Like, this is something that we need to know. These black people want to make sure that this is a health care, not a choice, a necessity, a requirement that we would like to do. So in 2020, we saw what happened when the government did not do our health care needs and was very careless about safety and masks and everything we were trying to talk about. Him as president, already seen our lives careless from the one side. I don't know how many people out there, but I can reach to him as a president that I know he does the right thing. Who would no longer be able to not have the knowledge, especially so this is very important to me because if Donald Trump was in the office, I do not want to bury him because of the possibility or his sense of privilege he doesn't have to care about. That is something that's important. We are all shared across all of our national platforms. Hello, current sex. But I want you to talk to those who may be watching who may not have taken the charge of the importance of their vote. Talk to our people about this and why it's important for them to exercise their right to vote. Well, to those in 2016, who do not take their votes too seriously, right now, women do not have autonomy over their own bodies. We have people who are weakness not because the president is not prepared to live in crisis. We have people in NATO who were, quite frankly, frightened that they would not have the support of this country because of the carelessness of our previous president. Under Joe Biden, we've seen a complete 180 change in the United States being taken seriously. But your voting, your lack of voting this year, can really throw us backwards into something that was not beneficial for anyone. And I believe we're not going back. I believe that is what Kamala Harris is not going back. I want to move forward. I want to move forward with hope. And I was in 2015 campaign, and we were going to hope was careless. But it's amazing what you get accomplished when you have a little hope within you. So I want to encourage all of you to find that hope and move forward with Kamala Harris. And that your vote will help us move in the right direction. And if you decide not to vote, you are an active participant in moving us backwards. And I want you to be part of this going Absolutely. Your vote matters in this moment. Thank you so much for your time. Listen, so many other names and faces are going to be coming across your screen over the next few days, or the next few hours, excuse me. We're just probably about 10 to 15 minutes away from the start of the debate itself. I have to say it because it's part of the job, y'all. NAACP is a nonpartisan organization. We're not associated with a particular political party, but we understand that we are not blind and we're watching what's taking place even right now in regards to our nation, and we want to make sure that we are actively participating in what's going to advance our community. Speaking of advancing our community,
I told you, we're not just watching tonight, but we have been actively working over the last 18 months or so, building out one of the most comprehensive Black voter mobilization campaigns in the entire nation. And this is an exciting opportunity because what you're seeing right now is the manifestation of hours, tireless hours of spending time in front of screens, of working with scientists and working with data. We're not just talking to people in the corner, we're talking about the significance of data. We're talking about the significance of low propensity voters and how they can shift the very crux of how we move forward as a democracy. Joining me now is my brother in this fight, Tyler Sterling, the National Director for our campaign's effort. He has been leading the charge, and he's going to tell us a little bit more about the efforts that have put us in place. Tyler, talk to us. Say hello to Black America out there.
Hello, Black America. My name is Tyler Sterling, as Javon said, National Campaigns Director at the NAACP. What does that mean? There's a lot of words right there. We're doing all things voter mobilization. Just as Javon mentioned, we're talking about low propensity voters. It's another lot of syllables there again. Propensity, we're talking about people that do not show up to vote regularly. So making sure we are being the most strategic with our resources. So, sometimes people say a spray and pray approach. That's not what NAACP does. We are all things data and metrically driven approach to make sure not only we're talking to the right people, we got the right phone numbers.
There you go.
You got to actually make sure you're talking to the right person. Or do we have the right addresses? Are we knocking on the right doors? So we're focused on all things direct voter contact to that list of voters that may not always show up to vote. So we really got to talk about not only are we approaching them at their door, at their phone, via mail, but also meet people where they're at. I don't know about you, but I don't always answer every text message that I get. So we gotta meet people where they're at in community. So what does it look like in a barbershop tours, salon tours, being in community on the corner, good old fashioned sign waving? While there's no metrics behind that, visibility is a real thing. And so we're trying to do that across the nation, in all states, but in particularly those priority states that make a difference for the impact for the presidential election.
So tell me this. You are as closely associated with this as anybody. Talk to me about the environment that you're experiencing. You're talking to coalition members, partners, scientists, all different kinds of things. What has been the energy over the last, I'd say, 3 months with some of the shifting that's taking place? How has that shift impacted your work in many cases?
Yeah, well, I can say from a standpoint, of course, we are nonpartisan. We are certainly engaged in all things policy. I would say representation matters. And so seeing that energy just from the shift of having a new candidate on the ticket has shown a revitalized vigor. People are out reaching out to us now, figuring out how to get involved. And I say there's no better entity or organization than the NAACP and our 2,200 units and 37 state and area conferences to make sure that we are the landing space for that energy to come talk to the world.
And Tyler hit on something very, very key there because there's a lot of energy around this moment. We saw a bit of an awareness that came to light over the last several months, but we have to utilize that energy towards something more substantive and getting involved. Voter mobilization efforts like the NAACP is putting together, and Tyler and his team are leading. I absolutely like it. Tell people how they can get involved in the NAACP.
Okay, so first and foremost, I'm going to ask everyone to text the word volunteer to 20707. That is the word volunteer. It is not case sensitive. The word volunteer to 20707. And then also get involved with your local NAACP unit. Okay? This work is happening day in and day out from our members. We are nothing. The lifeblood of the NAACP is the members, all of our members. Not a unit president or branch secretary. While we love positions, it is every single member that does this work day in and day out that allows for me to be able to talk about the work that we are doing. And so I would say text the word volunteer to 20707 to get involved in the civic engagement program. Reach out to your local NAACP. We're going to be the landing space for this energy for Black America to come get involved in this election.
Tyler, we appreciate you making time. Y'all heard it here first. Text volunteer 20707. Let's get involved. Now, the real question is, do they want to be all in? Are y'all going to be all in? You got to be all in. Type it in the chat if you believe it. Type all in. Thank you, Tyler. Appreciate you, man. We're about to wrap up. Listen, we're about 2 to 3 minutes away from the start of tonight's presidential debate, Vice President Harris and former President Trump. We want to make sure that you stay actively engaged. We're going to be watching throughout the course of this entire debate itself. We'll be live tweeting in real time, just so from an activity standpoint. But in the meantime, we'll come back to you post-debate. I want you you to hear more about what we're talking about after we've gotten reactions from the policy positions that our candidates are taking. We want you to come back right here and tune into us. We'll see you in about hour and a half. Stay tuned, Black America. We'll be right with you. Good.